And Sentinels on the other side of that. That could have been a clash, and that might have been okay for MIBR. But they opt not to go for it. The signs, whatever they saw, made them think they need to back off a little early. And at the same time, they're reclearing A main, so a little different flavor. Because they get no information up B long, and then they reclear A. And now you got a fast flank potential, but 4 people on the rotate. Mimi was talking about who can retake better on this B site. So far, MIBR is poised to hold this B site.
Toxins going up.
Sentinels still with some time to think this through, but that should be the cue. They're going to funnel their way forward off of the Harbor utility, take some of that space.
No spam.
Oh, there's a little bit. It's going to get killed, but it's traded right back. Zekken with 1 to counter. They've all taken their post plans. The one exception being dephh, who's staying a little bit tighter, a little bit closer by.
RgL still has a cove. They haven't quite used it yet, and they've gotten all the ammunition out. And there's a flank.
Yeah, but Marved is already wise to it, ready for it, turning back around, seeing if he can get the kill. The flank is the only thing that remains. By process of elimination, you see Sentinel swing out. They know where the last one is.
And that's a great call from dephh. Reading how MIBR is playing that situation, reading that they're not putting the cove down to push through. Anticipating the flank and taking off these disadvantaged fights. There's no time here for FRZ, so pANcada just trying to get a little bit extra there and making sure as well that he starts to bear.
3 members of MIBR waiting just on the other side. And now the 4, wait, they're all here. Everyone's gonna try to funnel out of this one. Off of the flash, they swing out, and they're just swinging right into Sentinel's crosshairs. Oh. That's as clean as it gets, man. Marv is on the flank as well. Timing here could be gorgeous. How far up does Marv push? Decides to play it safe. Just wait for the right moment to strike. pANcada's already falling. Can zekken find anything? No, he cannot. Here's the timing. There's the flank. deph's able to hold the line by himself. He's already got 2. The third with the Bulldog, no less. That's all he finds.
Remaining.
It all falls onto JZZ.
He didn't recognize both were there too.
It's going to be tricky to deal with too. The thing is, it's not really planned for him. That Molly's going to help things though. Putting the onus on JZZ to go aggressive.
And look, Marved is actually no armor in this round. 5.2k. I think he might have forgotten.
13 seconds left. No time to pivot now. You've got to commit. Got to take what's in front of you. That flash is good. Good trade, though. dephh feeling a bit of the pressure. Had to get the spike down. Had to commit to it. And the round goes in favor of MIBR.
It's got to be a regular execute. That's the big pick. KJ util down.
Seconds left.
Now that should pave the way for them to go unless JZZ can do something about it. Continuing to farm. Getting another. The op pushed off. The sight lost and the spike planted.
Blocking sight.
Waiting for the right moment to strike, to tuck away. But they've left dephh. And Marved is on the flank.
Enemy remaining.
Heat falls. RgL falls. MIBR fall.
And they've made the right call. But how far does this push them back? Because they don't have plant yet. They planted every single round so far.
They've cleared out back sight. They've cleared out everything, really. All of the space that MIBR had to give up, but it ends in a trade.
They're trying to push back haul there so dephh has the room to actually plant.
What a rising.
But it costs them zekken. Is that a worthy trade?
Left to be determined, as MIBR have to deal through the dissecting utility of Harbor, of Viper. No angle is free. No angle is safe. Sacy falling. Numbers in favor of MIBR. Can they get another one on the board as the spike ticks away?
That orb is actually not on. That orb is not on the molly.
It's been delayed though. They still haven't gotten it to half. It's just now restarted. He's far up. And that's another death. They're not gonna have enough time to do this.
Is there a half? Yes, there's a half.
They did get it to half.
Enemy remaining.
A massive kill up for Marved.
In order to help out murizzz, and they've spotted him. Oh my goodness, pANcada.
That was so cheeky. As soon as the pit goes down, he drops his alarm bot, and it's just bait.
But for the first time here, this aggression on B long might end up paying off because
I've got your
these
trail.
seekers,
Nope.
what?
Just when you thought it's just gonna be show. Oh my goodness!
Spike down B.
How does he get 2?
That is the 6th sense there from JZZ. The round's over. Unless Marv can find a gap, Zekken's going to continue to pressure down, but they've got to bring the spike all the way down.
I don't know that they know that Marv is there.
Standing.
It's not gonna matter though.
Spike down B. 10 seconds left. Hey.
Looking like a commitment, but the alarm bot just gets placed, so they're going to try to walk in after this.
Poison's off.
Second flash in the face of murizzz, who's still here. Now the Seeker's invested. Sacy not able to respond with some of his own, but he's getting the kills that he needs. Or it's op's on the opposite side of the map as well. I don't know that they know Sacy's positioning. All right.
I mean, great molly.
Yep, they know.
He's gonna get in the angle. Yeah, RgL.
Well done.
Good little team play there between those two.
Very well done. Sentinels have not been able to get out of here. That's certainly going to help things. The two remaining members of MIBR posted up in flowers. An op in hand for Heat. Spike planted. A 2v2 now. Death weak. Post plants assumed. pANcada.
dephh gets away into art.
Oh, they have the reckoning. He has to swing. Yeah, they know their positioning. That's a shorty. That was a shorty. Now RgL in the 1v2. He gets it first. That was the weak one, but pANcada trades it back.
Okay, so MIBR just faked the pressure up B long. But they're entirely focused on actually trying to bait out a push from pANcada there, because normally Heat nation right now, but MIBR, despite that, flashed and got the info. That's a mistake from MRC. He knew the alarm bot went through.
It's a massive one. I guess he just assumed that between the alarm bot and the two nanos, they'd push back towards long. But he just stays. Just a little nook. Now the reckoning invested. And it's just going to continue to scale them back. They've got the Seekers they can work with as well.
I've got your trail.
Easy stuff to peek off of here.
A lot of oomph behind this punch. They know the op up top. Looking for another angle. dephh playing where Marved just was. Dude, Marved is just destroying them right now. Early round, late round, the flanks, straight up fights. It doesn't matter. Iceman's winning them all.
I said he doesn't miss a beat, but he's out there looking like Pretty Boy J.
I mean, come on.
One enemy remaining.
It's a clean shot. He had a massive play before him. Goes a little sideways late in the round. Now just 30 seconds left before the spike gets planted, and it was denied, and delayed.
30 seconds left.
Both of us in the same map.
Yeah,
Spike
same
planted.
words.
Heat with blades, wanting to go fast.
Too slow.
It looks like he does, but he doesn't get anything for it yet.
Falling into the
Not
crossfire.
ready yet.
Oh, this brutal.
Blinded.
I mean, they're stacked here and they aren't expecting it. Never mind, RgL is. pANcada has to do it on his own in the face of reckoning. The swing into death. As RgL gets the defuse, MIBR gets a 3.
And they potentially get the 3-9 blessing too.
75 HP, he's gonna get healed up. Has the frenzy as well.
I mean, they made a lot of noise. Marv knows what's coming.
He wasn't even the first one here, but he has arrived. Light armor for him, just the classic.
He'd actually missed that updraft that Marv was looking for.
They haven't cleared back sight, but everyone on the center side is just on the other side. Marv, the first one to get a kill. FRZ trying to scale up and get another.
Planted.
Cannot. 3v2 in favor of Sentinels. Yeah, they got the spike down.
Oh, they lost track of him.
Oh, that's a big one. RgL alone. Trying to preserve this round.
I don't think they have any clue of where he's at.
Oh, they know now.
Whew. Too many frenzies.
Yep.
I suggest you move.
There's the reckoning. Finally invested.
Great cascade from dephh to allow himself to get out. Seconds alone though. Backside.
Timing from FRZ is going to be big on this flank as well. There it is. Sacy the first to fall. He's going to scale up. You mentioned him a second ago. Finds value onto zekken.
It's a great follow-up by Heat, finding the timings within those pulses of the reckoning.
Really well done across the board. Unless Sentinels can snatch this thing back with a miracle.
Timing there based off the high tide coming down. Marv just thinking he's safe to swing.
Last player standing.
Just the sheriff now for Sentinels.
Is there even a Vandal? I don't think there was for this bonus.
Placing sentry. Targets destroyed.
Trying to deal a little extra damage, but ultimately die to the spike. That's exactly what he does. He
Is the question. All 5 players of Sentinels coming through spawn. Marv looks like he wants to creep his way through art, and he will.
Of course he does. But this time murizzz holding the angle, expecting the aggression. Oh, timing. Timing once again.
When you doubt yourself there, and that's the IGL too. You knew he had the beat on it, but doubt crept in.
Molly looked like it was keeping Marv safe for just a moment.
4v3, this might be it. Great reposition from Heat, though.
That spike has been ticking for a little while as well.
There's time. Yeah, you're right.
That's another kill. At 3v3 here, zekken is the op. It looks like they're just going to try to funnel out. Cloudburst, he's got it to have. This is how it is.
Enemy remaining.
Ooh, I thought RGL wasn't going to be able to save the day, but he does. We'll play it one more. That reckoning that we were just talking about from RGL.
No way! Come on, man. And it's another spray down, too.
2 kills without seeing a single victim. Wild. Now Sentinels can put the finishing touches on this map unless MIBR can pull off something insane. Seeker, zekken, yep. Oh, I thought he was going to get the second. Here he comes alone. Sacy takes a bite out of him and out of MIBR. They're all here. It's just murizzz who's waiting around to see if there's going to be anyone coming across.
RGL might have a dropped weapon up top with that shorty, so he could be a threat. And yeah, they're worried. They went through spawn, Doug.
Oh, I love this. I love this. They're also leaving pANcada close by as a trap.
Does this even do anything now, though, when MIBR comes back into halls? Like, I mean, sure, you don't expect them in the halls or in spawn, but it's going to be as if they came out drop right now.
I mean, everything is flipped. The attackers are coming from the defender side. Defenders are coming from the attacker side. I don't know anymore. Sacy's the first one there. Zekken's the first to fall. The timing off of the fault line. It's beautiful. But it just rewards one. Tries to turn the flash and cannot. 4v2 now in favor of the defensive side. Yeah, they've gotten the spike down. But there's still reinforcements coming from MIBR.
Last player standing.
Almost had to spray down dephh now. 2 low players in spawn, but and find one. Can he get the timing on the players coming out? And will he be isolated from spawn?
This would be insane for dephh to pull off.
Volleyed off now, no chance.
It's a trade, a 1-for-1. The spike is planted though. Remember, it's just 1 rifle left on the side of MIBR here. It's just the Bulldog from RGL.
And Heat's is not recoverable unless they get through. Yes, they just got it, FRZ.
A little bit more umph behind that fight. You just mentioned him grabbing that rifle, making it work instantly. It's getting uncomfortable.
No smoke here, though, for them to smoke off tree, so they have to duel.
They have numbers. Do they just take the fight to Sentinel's doorstep? Are they ready for it? Yep, it seems like they are. Marv's gotten 2. It's a 1v1, 56 HP. The timing on...
Favorite, they rely on it so much.
Prowler, the Nightfall, FRZ trying to dance back in the face of utility, and so much thrown his way.
That's a spam off the Prowler, dephh.
I mean,
tracking that beautifully.
How do you survive that?
You just don't.
He does his ult. If he can find some value here, Halls, there may be a shot at doing this thing. Or he'll just die. A 1-for-1 though.
It's so consistently ahead of the stun.
Yeah.
Enemy remaining.
They're gonna take sight, and pANcada has the opportunity to.
Someone help.
Oh, wait!
That was a kill trip, man. FRZ should have had that kill. I don't know how that doesn't land.
And they spot the arcade control as well from the. pANcada wants to force RGL to use his own, but they might not even need to. Why are they staying so far back at this point? MIBR. Are they considering saving? No, RGL finally coming in.
Down and out.
Oh, they might want to consider it now.
And now that ult is gone. pANcada could just pop the lockdown at any point to secure the round. I think MIBR recognized that and they're out. But I still would have liked to see them at least try to get it out. Try to get a couple more of these out because they're going to hurt. It's a great hit there. Zekken and dephh combining with the Rolling Thunder. And hold on here. They're getting chased and they're not escaped.
I think it's going to require the right challenge.
Placing swamp grenade.
The flash out, the swing.
Great sees,
1-for-1.
I mean, they brought all the time in the world.
Yeah.
That lockdown is breakable, though. They're still coming through alls.
pANcada with 3 HP, holding the line, or at least
We don't need to
attempting
peek here. They've got space. Look at Marv's position. He's got his orbital strike, too.
The Molly, the fault line.
Killed the rat.
How do they escape is my question now.
They may not be able to. They may not be able to.
I mean,
They've drawn a circle around the site.
Look at this coverage.
Yeah.
They're not playing correctly, though, against the Breach and Brim ult right now. They're playing so close up.
There's a little bit of a gap left, and now they're going to ult their own, and that's going to cut off any sort of entry. They have to reposition towards Canteen, and that's where they all are now. 4 stacked. Rolling Thunder and
dodges it.
Heat going forward, and zekken stunned. But Marved, you're right, he dodges it. He gets 4, not able to get the 5th.
Molly.
So close still. The round undecided. RgL in the 1v2, the swing around. He cannot. MIBR stacking towards A. They have everyone here, and they're all here to die. An arrival at their own funeral. And a flawless round for Sentinels.
Zekken back with his ult now and gonna execute up through this. Through tower for the first time.
And Molly.
Shorty on the other side.
Just a delay.
Oh God.
Nade's deep. And that's a kill for murizzz, but pANcada's lying in wait.
They didn't get the hit gun though.
Top. That's a clean response out from MIBR.
And zekken too, that guy's proactive.
He's got the ult to work with too. Wants a little bit more behind that fuse, but it's an early fight and it's another win.
Worthless.
Numbers in favor of Sentinels.
pANcada's gonna get so much room on this inside of A main. They know one more person dropped. They have to recover the spike.
JZZ has to get this here. If they want to shot this round, he had to get that kill.
Great shoulder, but pANcada's gonna find him now.
Yeah.
Oh!
He knows he's surrounded though. Using the ult, he's still getting the kill. Still getting hunted. JZZ with 3.
Player standing.
A 1v1 now. dephh with the Rolling Thunder. Should have time to get the spike down, and that ult's going to be a massive difference maker. At least has the potential to be.
Look at FRZ. He has the opportunity to use the Cypher ult, but he cannot. He'll give up this position.
Spike ticking away. Moments brief. There's the
knows.
theft, and there it is. The ult right on cue. You mentioned it. Dumping everything in the kitchen sink towards his direction. First the ult, and the aftershock. Now the fault line. Breaches are just bullies. Can FRZ navigate this anyway? First shoulder thrown. The snap from dephh.
They're stuck on the rope right now. Great flash, but that's for the player's tree.
Thought that fall line was going to be a problem. They use the Nightfall. They're going to swing out right into one. Unreal from Sacy again. They take the fight gladly.
And that breach ult does nothing now. They have all the worlds of delay.
Yeah, they've got a Prowler too to deny just a little bit longer.
And they can plant for spawn now, and Marv's already taking that space. He's so aware of the game state, so aware. When his players call that he can take extra, he goes for it every time.
Still sitting on that ult. Waiting to pull the trigger. One spotted. RgL's the weakest one, 4 HP. He takes the challenge anyway. Perhaps gets a little too cheeky with it. Either way, JZZ left in this 1v2. Time not on his side. Swinging around, isolating the first. The spam on the second, not landing.
Second chance for JZZ.
Second chance for dephh, and he wins it again.
Stunned, great nade.
That nade's
He's
gonna hurt.
dead.
Yep.
What a combination.
Off of that fault line.
Still a lot of work to do though. And the key part, retaking halls.
They've got numbers. They've got numbers, and they can overwhelm what MIBR have. Sacy's on a heater, bro.
Last player standing.
It's another round for Sentinels. This very well may be it.
And it's another pistol too.
3 of 4, if I'm not mistaken.
3 out of 4. And it's exactly the same start we got on Pearl, but
He's patient, man. Oh my gosh, she's so patient, but RgL was wise to it, was ready for it.
Down B.
there's that stun timing that Marved is trying to go for that MIBR is constantly missing, but too spread out, too many focus points throughout Arcade, and now they have the opportunity to have a pivot point. Look at murizzz. The IGL is pivoting all the way around the map to throw a fake at A before hitting this site. Or maybe they're looking to get a flank on the hit when this comes through. Which is coming first?
Another kill for FRZ. pANcada able to trade it back though with the Bulldog. Remember, this is just a bonus, but they still have 3 rifles in play here. Make that 2.
Somehow they're making this work, but I'm really confused about what the call is.
30
They still haven't
seconds left.
planted though, and he's stuck in halls. He's stuck. They have no smokes. Sacy knows it.
Wonder how long JZZ's fault line is left. Maybe
One
that's
flash from murizzz. Here it comes. Maybe.
the knife cleared. They know where he is. There's that flash, the turn, and it might still be good. It's a 1v2. pANcada weak here with a nade in his lap. Has to swing out and take the fight and cannot. Again, quiet from MIBR. It seems like they're starting to find a little bit of traction here off these slower rounds.
And that's nice from Heat. He hasn't been... Oh, they're going fast. Marved is under pressure, but he's going by himself.
Yeah, there's no follow-up.
Just consistently, and I was going to praise him a second there for getting involved in the first duel, because his teammates have been doing more of that than him, and it's the same story as Neon. I thought it was going to change on Cypher or on Raze, but not today. Not quite yet. Marved. Stunned up, but they don't follow up.
Oh, that should help a little bit. There's just so much invested here. You got the flash as well. You've got the rolling thunder, the aftershock, the flash. Nades dropping, and murizzz getting the timing on Marv.
They spent all that time, though, getting up into tower.
Oh, dear.
And now they're stuck in the same position as last round. The smokes are faded. They have no more for RgL. They're stuck in tower. And zekken has this all, they're all grouped. Spike's now making its way on, though. One tap. This is what they're baiting.
They found it last time. Can they do it this time? Numbers down. zekken getting a big one with the ult. 20 seconds left, and the spike still in tower. Still has not left. They've got to find room for JZZ. He was on a hero mission, a solo one. But RgL keeping it interesting. Backs up for just a moment. 10 seconds left. dephh wins it out. The leader once again clutch for Sentinels.
As the post-plant utilities in sight.
That ult should be able to buy some time. There it is. It's just enough to keep them in bay. 3v3 ult used for murizzz. Sentinels trying to dance around everything that's going on. In the face of the ult, Marv pushing forward. Fearless as he tries to face what remains from MIBR. And it's another round.
Well played. Actually.
It may not be here, though. JZZ has a flash in there. 3, never mind. He gets 2. He's got the ult. He gets the 3rd.
Bring them down.
Could that be it? FRZ fighting for dear life to keep it interesting.
So looking at pANcada, I thought he might have ran up to go defend the spike, but they've given it up. 20 seconds. They don't even have time here, Doug. The game's almost over.
They've got it.
It is over. The Nightfall confirms they're not there. Wait, they're going to rotate.
10 seconds left. It's a foot race. Can they get there fast enough?
I mean, they've got all the time.
You gotta
all of a sudden.
Even with enough time to tuck. But pANcada has ult. dephh 1 kill away from the rolling thunder.
But look at the position of FRZ. They're playing ahead of it.
Prowler first.
Knife gets them all.
And now time ticking. They're all gonna drop down. Not being careful about it, not being coy about it. No caution. They're just going aggressive. They're going forward. You see the aftershock. You see the ult as well. It's a swing out from FRZ. It's dropped. A 1v1. Sacy, close, weak, 56 HP. And FRZ going aggressive, but he gets the span through the cage!